Yo, it's been a few years since I've unboxed a shoe where the style is actually a first. The last time that happened was when I unboxed a pair of boots, because before that I wasn't really wearing any dress boots or anything like that. And then before that was loafers, because I used to hate loafers, and then I really got into them. But not many people are actually walking around with this style of shoe, and I'm really excited to share it with you. But first, you know what it is. Intro.
You should come rolling my shit.
Yo, what up? My name is Vladimir Riché from chaseandbattle.com. In this video, not only am I going to introduce you to a new style, I'm also introducing you to a new brand that I never spoke about on this channel before. Let's get right into it. So the brand in question is a company called CNES out of Vietnam. They've only been around for about 8 years. I believe they opened their doors in 2016. But with that said, they make a quality product, most of them being handmade. I've been hearing about this brand for the past couple years, but I had the chance to see their shoes in person and also meet the guys behind the brand back at the Super Trunk show in October that took place in New York City. So I had a chance to not only see their shoes, but also got to try them on, and at that time I commissioned a new pair. And this is exactly what we have here. So the shoes come in a dark gray box and has the CNES logo at the top in gold. Let's get right into it, man. Before I show it to you, like I was saying, this is a style that you don't really see that often, although they are becoming more and more popular. My collection is at a stage where I can experiment because I have so many pairs of shoes now. So I try to go outside the box. So lately you've seen me with shoes that are different colors than what I'm used to. I unboxed a green pair. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it somewhere up here. I've unboxed a gray pair. If you haven't seen that one, I'll also link it somewhere up here. But with this pair, it's not the color that's different, it's the style. So let's take a look. So the shoes come in 2 shoe bags, and it has a leather patch with the CNES logo on it. And these are the shoes right here, man. So this style of shoe is referred to as the lazy man, and you can kind of see why. It's the perfect mix of an Oxford and a loafer. Before I used to say that a mug strap is like an Oxford and a loafer, but a lazy man is truly like an Oxford and a loafer because it has the full laces here. So if you look and you're not really paying attention, you may think that these are actual laces, but they are not. So it really is like a loafer because it doesn't have any laces, but it's designed like an Oxford. So typically loafers are going to be a bit lower versus this is kind of high like an Oxford. And you can see right here, like this design is where the elastic is, and that's what allows you to easily put them on and take them off as this expands as your foot goes in there. So the cool thing about these shoes is even though this is a grainy leather, but the original leather is actually a smooth leather. And then the embossing is done at the factory level. A quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored, but I did not pay for these shoes. These were sent to me for free, and we came to understanding that if they send me a pair of shoes, I would make a review video. But everything that you're hearing is strictly my opinion. They didn't tell me what to say, and neither will they be seeing this video before you guys. So they'll be seeing it the same time that you're seeing it. Now, one thing about the Lazy Man design, most of them come in a wingtip pattern with a medallion. That doesn't mean that all of them do, especially nowadays you can get shoes custom. You can pretty much dictate whatever you want, so it doesn't have to be in that style, but most of them do come like that. So this is a very casual shoe. Number one, because of all the broguing that the shoe has, and number two, because once again, it's not a true Oxford, it's a lazy man, which is like a full Oxford, if you will. Now, if you're wondering where this style comes from, there are conflicting stories about it. The first story that I heard is that the style came from Japan because in their culture, a lot of time when you go indoors, you have to remove your shoes. So that was a way of still wearing something that looks like an Oxford, but at the same time, very easy to remove and put back on because you don't have to deal with laces. But I also heard a story that this shoes was commissioned by Sir Winston Churchill, so he didn't have to bend over to undo his laces. So take it with a grain of salt as far as the origin of the shoes. But to me, these shoes do make a lot of sense, especially with the first story. So if you're not really into loafers, or if you feel like loafers are too casual to wear with a suit, or you don't really want to wear Oxfords, these are perfect for that situation. So for example, if you are traveling, going to the airport, you don't want to have to undo your laces and have to lace your shoes back up. In a situation like this, the shoes definitely come handy. Now, one thing that I really love about these shoes is the finishes. As you can see, it has a two-tone bottom with a beveled waist. And at the bottom here, it says construction hand sewn. So these shoes are hand welted as opposed to Goodyear welted. So if you're not familiar, Goodyear is a machine where the shoes are put together by machine, meaning that the upper is attached to the lower by a Goodyear machine. But these are hand sewn, meaning that the top and the bottom are attached by hand. So that's going to definitely cost more money because it takes more time for the shoes to be done. Typically for hand welted shoes, you're looking at around $600. But lately, there's been so many good brands out that are doing a lot of great work that you're starting to see shoes that are hand welted under $500. And this is one of them. This shoe retails for $484 plus shipping. Now, one thing about these shoes, CNES doesn't actually carry a stock for these. So when you order these, what you're doing is actually pre-ordering them, and then they have to make them for you. So all of them will be custom made, and the turnaround is about 3 months. And this is the S-Last, which is a new last for CNES. And as you can see, it's like a soft square last. As far as sizes, the shoes come in European sizes, so anywhere from a size 37 to a size 49. So if you're not sure exactly what your size is, there are tools online where you can enter your UK size or your US size, and it'll tell you exactly what size you would take in European sizing. So with me, I take a 7 UK, which is around a 41 European. Once again, these shoes, you cannot just buy them. You have to special order them, and then they'll make them for you. Turnaround time, as I was saying, is 3 months. They are excellent shoes. Now, how should you be wearing these shoes? I would say you want to treat them like they're a pair of wingtips. So I think that you can still wear them with suits if it's a more casual suit. But I think something like that fits a lot better with more casual clothing. And by casual clothing, I'm talking about out trousers and a sport coat. Not really like jeans or chinos, because it still has that Oxford feel to it, even though it has a ton of broguing and it's not really an Oxford. But out trousers and a sport coat, to me, is a perfect combination for a shoe like this. The shoe is called the Jeffrey. I'm going to include the link in the description so you can get yours. Once again, it's all custom made. If you're not sure what size you would take, just reach out to CNES by Instagram and they'll be able to get back to you. One thing that I wish that they had was lasted shoe trees, and also the option to include metal toe tips when you're placing your order. Hopefully that's something that they can add in the future. But yeah, man, these shoes are great. They fit me really well. As you can see right here, it stretches out a lot, so it's easy to put your foot in and out of the shoe. So I would definitely recommend these shoes if you're looking for something that's a bit more formal than a loafer or less formal than an Oxford. This definitely straddles the line perfectly. So let me know in the comments how you feel about lazy men shoes. Do you already have a pair or two in your collection, or is this something that you're looking to add? And if you do already own them, let me know how you wear them. I'm very interested to hearing what you got to say about them. But yeah, man, hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe, or everybody gonna think that you're a hater. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.